Hey guys, Tony here, back again, finally, to do a vinyl update. It's been a little while. I wish I could be on here more and make more videos. I wish other people would make more videos. Make videos, people. You know, the vinyl community has grown, but I don't want to say it's evolved. In a way, it's kind of like devolved. You know, like the Facebook thing. That's what's growing. It seems, people aren't making videos so much anymore, and I really kind of miss that. To me, the videos were exciting. I mean, and that's what set us apart from any other, online vinyl forum. You could say it's a whole bunch of other things, but really it was the videos. So, I don't know, make videos. I mean, I guess I can't really talk. I haven't been making as many as I would like. But at the same time, I do miss sitting down on my computer and seeing a whole bunch of new videos up by, people that I want to watch. There's still some, but I just remember like a year or two ago, it was like, oh, there's so many people out, all these videos and what's going to happen and blah, blah, blah. And then I guess what happened was everybody just went on Facebook and, to me, it's kind of like the easy route in a way. And again, I got nothing against Facebook. I'm on there, but the videos for me are always just where it's at. And yes, it's time consuming. Yes, you're putting yourself on camera and putting yourself out there and blah, blah, blah. And, but still, to me, the videos were what this community was about. Anyway, I just felt like saying that. I don't know. Anyway, I got a ton of vinyl, but I just no possible way that I could show it all in this video. I'm not gonna. I had a ton of vinyl when I made my last video, and I didn't show it all, which, the majority still is from then, but I do have other stuff, so I'm just behind. But definitely some cool things. I guess I'll just get started. I'd like to, wish everybody well. I hope everybody's doing well, and, thank you as always for watching and commenting. Same old. A couple shout outs to make. Well, one shout out in particular, I really got to, I want to plug a website, which I guess I'll put a link somewhere. But a friend of mine from just being online, he watched my videos and actually gifted me a couple really cool singles. So those of you who are Neil Young fans, like, I'm a huge Neil Young fan. I know probably a bunch of you watch my videos or, were Neil fans and saw my videos about him. But if you're a big Neil Young fan or just a fan in general, you got to check out this website. I will put a link. It's my buddy Jan probably in Holland, who had sent me some really cool singles a while back. He has got a Neil Young collection to die for. Really, it makes mine look like nothing, He's got some amazing things, and he just created a website with the sole purpose of showing his collection. And it is a really cool website. You just kind of explore, and there's a lot of cool things, a lot of cool photographs of his, he's got a lot of cool rare Neil Young pieces, bootlegs, singles, you name it, he's got it all. And I will post a link to that down below. And if you're a fan, do check this website out because it is incredible. And it's just fun too. He's got, videos. He's got one of my videos up there, which is cool. But he also has music playing while you look around through, the photographs and other, Neil Young videos, performances, and things. But do check that out. I will put a link down below. But anyway, let me get started. Some cool stuff here, and I kind of really don't know where to begin. I guess I'll start with this. I picked this up a few days ago, but Boards of Canada, their new release, Tomorrow's Harvest, just came out, or it's going to come out. I don't know, but this is a fantastic album. IDM, of course, ambient electronic, just really incredible. Great group, duo. I believe they're Scottish. Just so damn good, this album. I've listened to it a few times already, and the theme of the album, and from the cover and photographs and songs, song titles, and the tone of the music is one of I think of of just climate change, climate disaster in a society that where technology is growing. I mean, it's, you know, the music itself. It's just the vibe, and I think that's the, you know, the what they want to come out with, you know, the whole aesthetic of the album. But it's so damn good, and you know what's great about this music is you just listen to it a lot, and it never gets boring, it never gets old. It's always interesting. Boards of Canada. I wish I had more of their stuff on vinyl, but I don't. It's, you know, it's just so rare and expensive. But anyway, if anyone has an extra of any of their albums, let me know. But anyway, Boards of Canada, great album. 2 LPs on Warp Records. Really good, really well done. A couple people have shown this already. I believe Fred showed it. I think Mike, Bostonian Reggie, also showed this, and my local store got it in. But Patrick Vian, with, I don't even want to try and pronounce it, Brouettes E Temps Analogs, French, electronic, progressive electronic musician. He only put out this one album. He was in the band Red Noise, I believe they were. But yeah, his only album under his name. But yeah, really good progressive, you know, electronic. Really good. I believe the drummer from Gong and Weather Report, I probably played with Miles Davis too, is on this. But yeah, really well done. Excellent reissue. I think it's pretty limited. It originally came out on the Egg label in 1976. But yeah, happy to get that. Great cover too. I hope it's not too loud. My air conditioner's right there, and I got music playing and blah blah blah. Anyway, here's an album that I just sort of took a chance on, and this is really good for fans of 70s rock, let's say, or 70s folk rock. You know, I want to even say like Fleetwood Mac in a way. But this is really good. Originally privately pressed, so originals are just, you know, not available really. But this is actually excellent, really well done, great songwriting. Just I highly recommend checking this out. The band is called Anonymous, and this album is called Inside the Shadow. So this is a reissue on Machu Picchu, which I believe falls under the Light in the Attic umbrella there. Excellent record. I highly recommend it. I'll read you the little, you know, the little promo thing here. But originally released in 1976 in an edition of 300 copies, the sole album by Indianapolis' Anonymous stands today as a high watermark in rock and roll, combining the adventure of West Coast ballroom groups, the 12-string majesty of the Byrds, and breathtaking multi-part harmonies to forge something one of a kind with powerful songs that push the limit and raise the bar at the same time. So yeah, highly recommend it. Beautiful pressing, great liner notes. I believe it's been reissued before, but it's not a psych album. I would not call it psych, more of a folk rock thing. But yeah, Anonymous, Inside the Shadow, excellent. Here's one I don't think I've shown, but I've had for a while. And for fans of Frank Zappa, you gotta get this. It is a newish 2 LP set, Frank Zappa's Finer Moments. So this is pretty much the mothers of Invention, live tracks, unreleased stuff. There's music, concrete stuff, you know, the more Uncle Meat type. So yeah, there's a little picture of the sort of the Uncle Meat cover. This is the Zappa I love. Really beautifully done. Where was it pressed? Pressed at Palace in Germany. Excellent. Just essential Zappa. Unreleased stuff as far as I know. But yeah, it is a gatefold. I might as well take this out and show you. Here's the gatefold. And yeah, fantastic record. Really happy to get this. I've played this a lot. Excellent. Oops. What else? Oh, this was a cool pickup. Again, I've had this for a little while. Don't think I've shown it. But Dollar Brand, African Space Program on the Enja label. Fantastic, large ensemble. Yeah, on the Enja label from Germany. But yeah, this is just killer. African themed, I mean, you know, Afrocentric, large ensemble jazz, free jazz, you know, just really good. I gotta tell you, I've never heard anything bad by Dollar Brand, like when he was still called Dollar Brand. I've heard a couple things after he changed his name again to I don't remember what. That I wasn't too crazy about, but this is just really good, and it's, you know, pretty easy to get, I think. But yeah, Dollar Brand African Space Program, made German press from I want to say like '73. Excellent. Here's a Beefheart bootleg, but it's Bat Chain Puller. So for those Beefheart fans, Bat Chain Puller was an album he made. I think there was something to do with the label and something to do with Zappa, where he wasn't able to put out his original concept for the album Bat Chain Puller. He went to another label and re-recorded it, and it came out as Bat Chain Puller, Shiny Beast Bat Chain Puller. But as far as I know, this is the original, what he was originally intended to come out. Fantastic. Definitely not as crazy as Trout Mask or Lick My Decals, but there's moments like that. So it is sort of like a mixture where he's still pretty avant-garde and at times more listenable, like his later blues stuff. But yeah, this is really good. A really nice silk screen cover. I have a can bootleg by this too, like this as well. But yeah, excellent. Really glad to have that. I picked up Alice Cooper's first record, Pretty For You. So yeah, Alice Cooper's debut. Very different, of course, from the Alice Cooper that most people that had, that this band evolved into. But yeah, this was it was signed by Zappa. I believe they kind of just knocked on Zappa's door, if I'm not mistaken. This is a reissue. Originally came out on Bizarre or Straight, one of them. But yeah, excellent stuff. Alice Cooper. Kind of psyched, but not in a way, I did pick this up. I figured I might as well show it. I really like it. A lot of people don't. I gotta say, at first I didn't like it either, but if you keep listening to it, give it a chance. It is a weird album, but it definitely grows on you, and it's Ghost BC, their most latest record. I know, there was so much hype around this band's first album, and I think a lot of people are like let down by this, but I gotta tell you, it's pretty damn good. I really like it. It's interesting. And like a lot of people said, they probably had a bigger budget, they didn't really know what to do, and just tried a whole bunch of things, and and at times it's a strange record, but still very good, very worth having if you like the first record. I mean, yeah, they're just plain American press. But yeah, Ghost BC, as they're known in the States. I don't know. I picked up a For a Man with Beards reissue of Nico's Desert Shore. This is Nico at her just crazy ass best. I love Nico. Still in the shrink. I never took the shrink off, but yeah, For a Man with Beards reissue. Cool stuff. I've had this. All these I'm showing actually I've had for a while. But the Kurt Vile, Waking on a Pretty Days, good album. Kurt Vile at times I really like him, and I loved his last album. But he's so restrained, it seems to me. And I know it's just his style, but at times it's almost like, I kind of wish he would just like, That's just me, though. I mean, it's just his style, and it is a really good album. Kurt Vile, Walking on a Pretty Days. Good stuff. Anthony Braxton. I got a couple Anthony Braxton records, but Duets, 1976. I don't think I've shown this. The problem was, my last video, I made so many attempts at it, and it never worked out. And I've showed all these on a video, but I just never posted it. So I'm like, did I show this? I don't think I did, but if I did, what the hell? Duets, 1976, with Mahal Richard Abrams. Excellent record. I mean, of course, Anthony Braxton. This is a big one for him. Released on Arista. It's strange too. I mean, these very complicated compositions mixed in with these more straight-laced things. So he's got an Eric Dolphy, which Eric Dolphy, Miss Anne, compared to the rest of the album, sounds pretty straight, swinging jazz. And he also has a cut by a Scott Joplin track, which, you have this ragtime tune in between these, sandwiched between like these very complicated, compositions, but still excellent. Mahal Richard Abrams, founder of the AACM, great player and teacher himself. Anthony Braxton teaches close by, really close to me. I'd really love to see him live. I know he still performs, but yeah, excellent. Duets. Another one I don't think I showed, but Umberto. Welcome to the Chill Zone. I believe this is a soundtrack to some film. Welcome to the Chill Zone. I don't know. But yeah, 2 long tracks. Very, even for him, again, more out there, more abstract, electronic, but still very good. I love that cover. Umberto, of course, just, electronic soundtrack work, like a lot of horror soundtrack things in that tradition. But yeah, very cool stuff. I picked up Jack DeJohnette's New Directions on ECM. I have a bunch of ECM too to show another time, I guess. But from 1978, it features Jack DeJohnette, John Abercrombie, Lester Bowie, and Eddie Gomez. I really like this album. Some moments are definitely better than others, but to me, this is a pretty successful group. For $5, the promo, excellent. How can you go wrong with that lineup? I picked up also Swell Maps. Welcome, A Trip to Marineville, their debut. Swell Maps, of course. Nicky Sudden, his group, their debut. Sort of post-punk, noisy, art rock sort of stuff, but still very much a punk album. What year did this come out? Swell Map, from '79, their debut. Their debut full length from '79 is a crazy quilt of punk energy and krautrock clatter. But I still got to pick up their second and last album. But yeah, Swell Maps. I've had this for a while as well. And same with this one. This whole bunch I've had for a while. The Cure, Disintegration. So last video or the video before, I showed Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. Went back to the same store and they'd got this in an original Disintegration, which I did not have. Cure records are just ridiculous. I can't never find them originals. This is a beautiful, beautiful original on Elektra. But yeah, great album. Again, it's my favorite period of The Cure. Kiss Me, Kiss Me, The Head on the Door, Disintegration. Just really happy to get that one. This one I gotta thank Chris, John Coltrane 68. He showed this a while back, and I think I bought it shortly after he showed it, just to give you an idea of how long I've had this. But Anima, very, very avant-garde. So if you're into the avant-garde, you will like this. But if you're not into avant-garde or free music, you may not enjoy this. But it originally came out on the Pills label. This is a reissue, but still. They even created their own horn. Right there, if you see the guy playing it. But yeah, German avant-garde, but still very good. I've been really into a lot of avant-garde and free music. But yeah, cool stuff. So thank you, Chris. I got a bunch of thank yous I got to make to Chris because I picked up a bunch of his recommendations. Picked these up. They were together. I couldn't separate them. The price was right. But yeah, Archie Shepp. Montreux 1 and Montreux 2. One was $5, one was $6. Couldn't buy just one, you know what I mean? The $6 one is a promo. So, but yeah, Archie Shepp at this time was leaving behind the fire music and going sort of back to his roots, more straightforward, hard bop, jazz, if you will. But still, the performances here are just incredible. But I really loved Lush Life. He does Lush Life on this, but the whole performance, excellent. Archie Shepp. What year was that? '76. On a Wrist to Freedom. Yeah, both of them. This one, no introduction needed. Classic. Herbie Hancock's Maiden Voyage. Blue Note reissue for $8. I bought it used. Didn't have it, so yeah, essential jazz. This record is over, as usual. Let me flip the record real quick, if you don't mind. So, excuse the mess once again. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with my overflow here, but anyway. Alright. Where were we? Alright, and this one as well. Well, yeah, these next two. The Jam, In the City. Did not have this, and I have a bunch of albums by The Jam, well, a few, for $3. In the City was my introduction to The Jam, but did not have the vinyl. There were so many pressing variations of this, I don't know if it's an original or not, but yeah, still happy to get it for $3, Great, punk, sort of mod pop stuff. jam, great band. And I did pick up Scott 2 for my Beards reissue, which I did not have. But yeah, excellent. I mean, what's to say? Scott Walker, killer. Where else? What do we have for time? 20 minutes. I'll blow through these next few pretty quickly. I did pick this up, Os Mutantes, the Sixth Finger. Dave Fatback Funk just showed this recently. I told him I had also picked it up. If you're a fan of this band, this is essential. I don't know if it is bootlegged or not. Is a bootleg or not? I have no idea. It may not be. I don't know. But some unreleased stuff, some outtakes, different demos, even a radio commercial. Love this group. Brazilian, psychedelic, tropicalia. Excellent stuff. So really happy to get that one. This one I've had for a little while as well. But a Winged Victory for the Sullen. So sort of, I don't know how you would describe it. Really beautiful, sort of classical. I don't know how you would describe it, but it's pretty damn good on Cranky Records. Yeah, you just got to check it out. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about it, but I really enjoyed it and happy to finally get it. Yeah, cool. I did also pick up Wire, their new album, Wire. Change Becomes Us. That's it. 2 LPs, really well done. A great band. I mean, I don't know. I know some people weren't too crazy about their last album, but this band just they keep on, and you know, this is really good. Very limited. Well, 3,000. I have number 1,452. But yeah, Wire, cool stuff. This one I just picked up recently. Great album. I don't know how you would describe it. It's a post-punk record. It's almost like Frank Zappa meets Sonic Youth, if you will. For those of you who aren't familiar with this band, but it's a MX-80 sound. Their debut, Heart Attack. So Midwestern, post-punk. Yeah, from 1977. Really good. Excellent record. It says, to be filed next to Paraboo's Modern Dance, Destroy All Monsters, 1974 to 76, and Debris, Static Disposal. But yeah, excellent stuff. Really good. And again, that might be a horrible description, but Frank Zappa meets Sonic Youth, if you will. But yeah, check it out. Great stuff. I've also been on an enormous Coltrane kick, and I have a whole bunch of new Coltrane records. I said, I watched a documentary on Coltrane, and it just really kicked it off again. And I said, I really got to get my Coltrane collection in order. And I picked up a bunch of things, but I'll only show a couple here. I did pick this up for cheap. It's got some edge wear. Oh no, this isn't the one. It's a different one. This one is actually near mint. Beautiful copy of Coltrane Live at Birdland. Excellent. This is an original mono pressing on Impulse. I'll show you the label. But yeah, this is really good. Early 62 or 63 this was, 63. And it is a mono copy. This came into a store I was in while I was there. It came in. So I sort of had first dibs on this really nice jazz and soul collection. I only grabbed a couple things, but this was one of them. And yeah, I don't know if there was a mistake. I don't know if this is how their albums were at the time, but their binding, it almost looks like there was a mistake on the binding, and they put like this, this adhesive thing with the binding on there. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but it's it's sort of strange. But yeah, mono copy in beautiful shape. Not the rarest record in the world, but still excellent. I have another Coltrane to show in a minute. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the guy was. There's a reason Coltrane was so damn revered, and just incredible what he did in that short amount of time, really. And this was also in that collection, and I was really happy to get this. Originals of this were private pressed by Mingus himself. This is a Mingus record. So to get one of those is just, But this is an original from its major release, let's say, shortly after. I'm not sure what year, but soon after. But Mingus at Monterey. An absolutely near mint copy of it. 2 LP set. So this performance at Monterey by Mingus, his first appearance at the Monterey Jazz Festival, got so much attention that it was written up and reviewed in the Herald Tribune Time, Newsweek, Downbeat, the San Francisco Chronicle, the New York Times, and the San Francisco Examiner. I mean, and it is a really good performance. He starts with a Duke Ellington sort of medley, and then goes into his stuff on the on sides 2 through 4. But yeah, beautiful on the Jazz Workshop label. This just says Mingus. Doesn't say anything about the label, but yeah, beautiful shape. Really happy to get this one. Any Mingus, you know, gotta grab it for 15 bucks. So really happy to get that. Okay, last few now. I picked this up thanks to Fred. Fred talked about it and how he described it as Can meets, you know, sort of Miles Davis, and I gotta admit it's pretty damn good. But Gruppo di Improvisazione Nova. I wish my wife was here. She speaks Italian. Excellent. Niente. Killer record on Roundtable. Wow. What a great record. I did also pick up the other one that just came out. Who Anthony Campone, who was in New York right now. He showed it. I picked it up a week or so before he showed it. And actually, oddly enough, I picked it up not knowing they were even related. The name just didn't, one of those things. But as soon as I got it, I realized that it's the same band, because I'd gotten this one like the week before. But yeah, killer stuff. Yeah, and what's more to say here? Just excellent. Alright, a couple more. I gotta thank Chris, John Coltrane, 68 for this. He posted a link about this saying there were 2 copies of this on Amazon, and I grabbed one of them. But Third Strain, cover's kind of beat, but the LP is like near mint, so I'm really happy. This is a privately pressed, getting it together, fusion jazz album, just incredible. Actually, it's all over the place, sort of stylistically, but it keeps it very interesting. And I gotta say, I love the track Sorcery, the first track on side 2, killer. But yeah, Third Stream with getting it together. So thank you, Chris. Really happy to get this, and it's excellent. Those guys, look at those guys, huh? But yeah, excellent. So thank you, Chris. Last 2. No, sorry, I have a couple more than that. Oh, the other John Coltrane. Well, let me show this one first. Dave, Fatback Funk, I gotta thank you for this. You posted a video about this as a recommendation. Wow, what a record. This is definitely, again, one of my favorites for this year for sure now, and I've listened to this a lot. This is everything I like about music. It's interesting. There's some experimentation going on. Just great playing. It's raw. It's just incredible. But Ceramic Dog, Your Turn. So glad. I had no idea about this group. I do know Marc Ribot a little bit. This is pretty straight for him, but at the same time, it's still very interesting. 3-piece, just incredible. See Dave's video on this. Great record. So thank you, Dave, for this. Just really happy to get this. And yeah, definitely one of my favorites for this year, without a doubt. The other John Coltrane I picked up, and I'm so happy to get this one. But John Coltrane, Concert in Japan, on Impulse. Another great performance. So this is his last band with Alice Coltrane, Pharoah Sanders, Rashid Ali, and Jimmy Garrison, of course. But yeah, fantastic performance in Japan. A beautiful copy of this, an original. I'd love to get, I believe the CD has expanded, or there's a box set or something, but this is just so damn good. Very free, of course. You know, this was his avant-garde era. Originally released in 1973. It's Peace on Earth. That performance is so good. He opens up with sort of meditations, goes into the track Leo, and does Peace on Earth. It's just so good. Do check this out. If you come across this, again, I've just been on a monster Coltrane kick, and I think I have about 4 or 5 other things of his recently that I got to show. But yeah, Concert in Japan. I also picked up the Art Zoid reissue. So this is Musique de pour Odyssey. I don't speak French, but yeah, French progressive, you know, sort of. God, how we describe it? I mean, I'm pretty sure these guys are part of the whole rock and opposition movement. Really, really dark, sort of, you know, classical, progressive, just, you know, really dark stuff. Incredible though, really well done. Happy to get this. Art Zoid were just a interesting group for sure. French, and it is on a sort of white vinyl, sort of creamy white vinyl, but limited to only 250 copies. So if you're gonna get it, don't sleep on it. I don't know how much interest there is in Art Zoid, but yeah, happy to get this. And the last two, again, I've had these for a while, and I'm just getting around to showing them. I had these during my last video, and I'm so happy to get these. So both of these albums I have already, but these are originals, and they are both in just gorgeous shape. Like, for what they are and everything, just near mint, hands down near mint. But Gael Costa, an original Gael Costa, Brazilian pressing, in fantastic shape. I ordered this from Tropicalia in Furs. What a great! It wasn't cheap, but very, very worth it. I love this album. I love Gael Costa. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, here's the cover. We'll take it out. I have the Four Man with Beards reissue, but you know, I had to get this. It's just beautiful shape. Brazilian records are so hard to be, like, almost never in beautiful shape, but this is gorgeous. So here's a record on Philips. Beautiful. Not, you know, just nothing wrong with it at all. And on top of that, it also has the poster, which I'm like, I don't want to pull out, but I will. The insert poster, which I guess you almost never see this. So yeah, look at that, huh? And it has the, I posted this on Facebook, and there's the lyrics. So very happy to have the poster with that. So excellent record, Tropicalia classic, and this one too, a krautrock classic, one of my favorites. I've always wanted an original, or at least an official pressing. This is an original UK pressing of this, and when I tell you that this thing is pristine, like it's almost beyond near mint, which is mind-blowing, especially for the price I paid for it. Definitely a collector's piece, so beautiful. If I didn't know better, you know, it's like the shrink wrap just came off it. I'm not exaggerating one bit, but an original UK copy of Can's Future Days. Whew, so happy to get this. You have no idea. So I picked up the German pressing of Tago Mago shortly after I bought this. So I've had this for a little while. This thing is gorgeous. And it is a UK original. Yeah, look at this thing. There's not like anything wrong with it. It is beautiful. You know, just incredible how beautiful this thing is. And yeah, it does get the track wrong. The song, what is it? On the label. So Bel Air, the track Bel Air on the label of the record is listed as something else. Well, here's the LP. It's just absolutely pristine. Spare a Light is listed on the label as Spare a Light. You can see that. But yeah, really happy to get this record, an original of it. Yeah, just so happy. Great record. So you guys know how I feel about Can. Anyway, those are my finds for now. I will be back. I do have a ton more here. I don't know if you can't see them, but there's a whole stack right here. But yeah, thanks for watching. Leave comments, please. Thank you.